Mike Gambardella here for ProFootballNetwork.com, Radio Row, Mandalay Bay. Mr. Kyle Turley, thanks for coming to join us today.
Yes,
Appreciate you,
I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much. Good to be here.
All-Pro, Pro Bowler, first-round pick, now back making the rounds for Radio Row.
Again, man, every year, man. I've been here 15 years since I got done playing. We've been at this, and here we are, another year, and we're in Vegas, of all places, right? Never thought we'd be here for a Super Bowl.
You set me up and stole my question. We never thought we'd be here.
Never.
What's it like being in Sin City? So much here for you, but such an opportunity for the league as well.
Well, yeah, it's great for me because I'm a huge sinner. And, apparently, because you can do everything else is not a sin in Vegas, but cannabis, right? So I'm here to inject the sin back into Sin City. You know, we can't use cannabis at the casinos, so we're staying at the Lexi Hotel, which is we bought the whole thing out so we could have all our friends and come and use cannabis, because you can't use it in these casinos out here, apparently. Even though I do, I walk through and just keep
I don't think anyone's going to stop you. That's all right.
But it's great to be here, man. I love Las Vegas. It's an awesome city. It's a lot of fun, and the combination of the family stuff now is just amazing. To have a Super Bowl here is incredible.
Awesome. And you said, doing this for so long.
Yeah.
What's kind of stood out differently being in Vegas for this so far?
Kyle, I don't know, man. Obviously the town, it's Vegas. And so the opportunity to have all of the events, there's definitely a lot more of those. We're having our golf tournament. We've got the Gridiron Greats party tonight. Roger Warski, Cigars with the Stars.
There we go.
Mike Ditka. This is something that's been a part of what I've been doing for about 15 years or more now, raising awareness about our issues in our retired player community that need to be resolved, and raising money and awareness for all those things. And then, back with the cannabis opportunity in Vegas, obviously, cannabis being legal in Nevada, it's big for me, of course, and our companies. And so we're having great big parties and golf tournaments and after parties and watch parties, and everybody's coming, so it's a good time. But can't wait for next year, New Orleans.
We'll start it off right in Vegas. We'll keep it going in New Orleans next year. Talk to me a little bit about Revenant, what you and Jim McMahon are doing these days.
Yeah, we started Revenant about 3 years ago. We were, looking at each other, running in this industry, next to one another after we kind of collectively came together about 10 years ago to express this collective experience that we've had in cannabis, where I say it's truly saved my life. Jim says it. Ricky says it. Got Calvin Johnson talking about this at the Hall of Fame podium, and big in the industry in Michigan, and all these other athletes that are putting their names and their reputations behind this plant for what it's doing for people. And we started Revenant in that purpose. That it reclaimed our lives, that we're getting our lives back through cannabis. The word Revenant itself, reclamation of life. And so we started that, and we're now in 7 different states. We have products. We just signed our licensing partner here in Nevada. You'll pick up our products here real soon at Hardin and these other dispensaries around town. Working with a great partner who owns a company called The Matrix, Big Dave. And we're excited about all the opportunities that we've been able to have through this company to give back to our community. We're hosting golf tournaments, we're getting guys paid at appearances, we're having guys show up to dispensaries and make some money and get free medicine and all these other things, because that's what it is to us.
That's awesome. And we've known for over a decade, guys in the league, whether it's post game, whatever it is, recovery time, the things that it can do for you, right?
That's
so
right.
It's good to see that you're able to do this now, and probably a partner that people wouldn't be surprised with, Mr. Ricky Williams,
That's
helping you out here as well.
Yeah, that's right. We started with Rick, in the beginning, and then created the mindset of other brands, and he went and did Heisman as a separate project, and now we're coming back around and unifying, because we both went, like we talked about with Jim, running next to each other, and now we're circling the wagons in this industry, and hopefully more guys will jump on board with what our approach is, and that we believe strength in numbers will accomplish what we need to get done. As individuals out here, they can attack us and they can keep us from doing things, but collectively they can't. And so bringing Heisman on board with what we're doing and what us on board to what they're doing, collectively has been a huge catalyst for us in the industry of keep pushing this message, because we are a team in and of itself of NFL football players that is unified in this fight and will continue to do so.
Awesome. Let's pivot a little bit to the gridiron. As you look into the trenches, you don't always get the love, the linemen. We know we're not getting it. It's fine. We know.
You got to throw helmets and stuff.
Who would do such a thing, right? But you look at guys, who stands out to you when you're looking at the Niners and the Chiefs lines?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to account for these pass rush DNs. Bosa is a definite threat. I think that the Chiefs' game plan in the beginning is just going to go towards him, figure out what he's going to do, how he's playing, so that the offensive line can understand that, the coaches' staff can understand that, because there's certain players on the field that can really make a game different real quick and turn the tide. So, the offensive line of the Chiefs just really has to continue to stay consistent. I think that's what they've proven to be able to win is they just keep doing their job. You got great tackles there, great interior line. They get it done, and they've been consistent. And obviously the skill positions that they have behind them are proven. So it makes an offensive lineman's job a lot easier. But the Niners, they're going to. It's one of those games where if their O-line and their D-lines take it upon themselves to win this game, then they can. I don't know Brock Purdy. He can't do it on his own unless he plays real Purdy. It's going to be a long day for the Niners because that's a big stage, and he needs to have that confidence from his O-line and, more importantly, his D-line that's out there staying on that field and giving him the opportunities against their team to really capitalize and score points.
So as a former member of the Chiefs, is this a shoe-in for who you're picking today, or are you leaning another way?
Hey, man, of course. I got my red, I got my yellow on. We're going Chiefs all day. But, I just think they have a tremendous team. And, there's talk of Andy Reid going or, something like that. And then there's all kinds of other things going on. And I think that, he's held enough back in his game plan that he's going to unleash for this one. It's in Vegas.
Right.
And it took them a lot to get here. They had a lot of things going against them.
Tough road.
Tried to keep them out of this game. So I really feel like the Chiefs got a chip on their shoulder. They're backed in the corner, even though they're deserve to win. And as far as the betting lines are concerned, they've got every reason to win this game.
Is it surprising they're an underdog for this one?
They always do that, right? You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But I definitely got my Chiefs. They should win this game, and hopefully they win it big.
So last one, is there a guy in the league right now that when you look at him, you're like, he reminds me of me when I played, that had maybe that tenacity that's going after it, play to the whistle every time? Who's the next Kyle Turley?
I mean, the game is different. Guys can't really do what I did. You can't get downfield and really finish guys, but there's a couple that are still getting after it. Quentin Nelson, I think is his name, up there in Indianapolis. What a hell of a player that kid is. I think it's Quentin, sorry. Mr. Nelson, he's a baller, dude. He just mauls people. And then there's some guys out there. Trayvon Smith, the left tackle, the comeback that he's made, from the injuries at the end of his career to then get back to that left tackle position. That was awesome to watch. And then, the Chiefs, I watched those guys and to have Orlando Brown leave, and then replace that and have another guy in there. And that's been awesome to watch, along with, Lane Johnson and all these guys out there that
so many
we get to watch and have fun seeing as linemen out there doing that job in a dominant way.
Awesome. Well, Kyle, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck to your Chiefs on Sunday.
Thank you.
And hopefully see you back here next year, too.
Thank you so much. Go Chiefs.